But right now, Trump is announcing, yeah, we are not pissing around. Here's a 50% tariff, a travel ban, visa sanctions, enhanced custom and border protection inspections, just sanctions everywhere. What is up, people of the internet? It is me, Real American, back in with a new video, and I hope everyone is having a great day. I'm having a great day myself, and before I get into it, don't forget to like, subscribe, share with your friends, and of course, join the channel today. These are all great ways to support the daily content, but enough of the promotional stuff. Let us get into it, because we have to talk about what's happening in Colombia. Now, for those that don't know, Colombia just announced that they are turning away military deportation flights from the United States. Yeah, Trump and his administration, they were sending deportation flights right to Colombia. And he did the same thing with Mexico, and Mexico, they bent the knee immediately. Like, there were some people saying, oh, they denied them, but in reality, no. Mexico just said, yeah, sure, we'll take them off your hands. But unlike Mexico, Colombia's saying no to Trump. They're saying no to these military deportation flights. They're saying, no, we're not going to accept them. You can take them back to America. I mean, these are Colombian migrants. And they're not legal. They're illegal migrants that came to America, and we sent them back like we did in Mexico. In Mexico, we sent like 5 or 6 planes there filled with illegals, and Mexico took them. But Colombia, right now, they're saying no. And in fact, NBC is reporting that apparently the Colombian president, he suddenly revoked all diplomatic clearances for the aircraft. Yeah, so the aircraft was initially cleared for landing. Like, apparently, the Colombian government, they originally said, yes, we'll take them off your hands. We're gonna deal with them. But at the last millisecond, they're saying, no, we're gonna revoke the diplomatic clearances for the aircraft. You could deal with them. And the president of Colombia, he criticized it. He said, a migrant is not a criminal and should be treated with the dignity a human being deserves, he wrote. We will receive our nationals in civilian airplanes without treating them as criminals. Colombia must be respected. For starters, these people broke the law. They illegally entered the country. That's a fact. They broke the law. So this idea that they did nothing wrong, I mean, I'm not saying that every single one of them like killed somebody or whatever, but it's a fact. They broke the law when they entered the United States illegally. But even then, it's like, wait, why does it matter what aircraft they arrive in? And apparently you knew already that they were going to arrive in military aircraft? Because early on, they were cleared for landing. Like, they must have known that, yeah, these are military aircraft, they're going to land. But this bozo is saying, no, actually, we'll receive them in civilian airplanes. Who freaking cares? I mean, this is unbelievable. The president of Colombia right now sounds like someone on Reddit. I'm not even exaggerating. This guy's a leftist nut job, and the way he's acting about this is just what the average leftist on Reddit would say. We will receive our nationals in civilian airplanes. Who cares? Just accept them. Now, this bozo became one of the first foreign leaders to actually, in public, go against Trump on something. Like, you had some people in private, like the Denmark prime minister, say no to Trump about Greenland, and they got into a big argument. But this bozo became the first one in public to just say no. Like, no, we're not going to receive them. And there were many questions about what Trump's administration was going to do, because we got to deport these people. These people got to go back to Colombia. And the fact that this guy's playing games with us right now is ridiculous. But people were wondering, okay, how will we respond to Colombia being just a bunch of crybabies? Now, that's what happened here. They're a bunch of crybabies, and they're playing games. Well, I would say there's one image that personifies what the Trump administration is doing. And I think everyone's seen this before. Find out and fuck around. The Trump administration is not pissing around. I mean, in just a day, they just announced that the U.S. Embassy in Colombia is closing the visa section tomorrow in response to what the Colombian president did. Yeah, within hours, they're saying, no, you want to play games with the United States of America? Okay, we're going to close the visa section in our U.S. Embassy in Colombia right now. Yeah, So we're not messing around at all. And apparently, there's going to be even more retaliatory measures that's going to be rolled out soon. And speak of the devil, right when I was recording this, Donald Trump just announced more retaliatory measures against Colombia. I was just informed that 2 flights from the United States with a large number of illegal criminals were not allowed to land in Colombia. The order was given by Colombia's socialist president, Gustavo Petro, who's already very unpopular amongst his people. Petro's denial of these flights has jeopardized the national security and public safety of the United States. So I directed my administration to immediately take the following urgent and decisive retaliatory measures. An emergency 25% tariff on all goods coming into the United States. In 1 week, the 25% will be raised to 50%. Yeah. A 50% tariff on Colombia. Like, I thought it was only going to be 25%, which right now it is. But it's going to be raised to 50% in 1 week unless the president of Colombia actually plays fair. He stops pissing around and actually works with Trump with these migrants. A travel ban and immediate visa revocations on the Colombian government officials and all allies and supporters. Visa sanctions on all party members, family members, and supporters of the Colombian government. Enhanced customs and border protection inspections of all Colombian nationals and cargo and national security grounds. i.e. EPA Treasury, banking and financial sanctions to be fully imposed. These measures are just the beginning. We will not allow the Colombian government to violate its legal obligations with regard to the acceptance and return of the criminals they force into the United States. Wow. I was not expecting Trump to announce this right now. I mean, I thought it was going to be like later tonight or maybe tomorrow morning. But right now, Trump is announcing, yeah, we are not pissing around. Here's a 50% tariff, a travel ban, visa sanctions, enhanced custom and border protection inspections, just sanctions everywhere. This is what we've needed for years. We finally have someone in the White House that understands, oh, wait a minute. We are the United States of America. We have complete leverage over all these countries. We can do whatever we want. If they question us or they refuse to bend the knee, all right, here's a 50% tariff right now. And this would cripple Colombia's economy because, according to America First Insight, which you should go follow, 25% of Colombia's exports and 26% of their imports came from the United States, representing over 10% of their GDP. Yeah, so 10% of their economy relies on America. If we put a 25 to 50% tariff on Colombia, they are screwed. Economically, they would get crushed if they went through with this. And that's why I think that the Colombian president, if he has 5 brain cells, would bend the knee. It's like, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you bend the knee? Because your economy is about to get shredded. Even Justin Trudeau, even though he's trying to be a tough guy now, he even understands that, oh wait, a 25% tariff on Canada would screw us. Same thing with the Mexican president. It would be a disaster for these countries. And like I said earlier, this image right here perfectly represents Trump right now. You do not mess with the United States unless you want to fuck around. That's the honest truth. And we've needed this for years. We've needed this for many, many, many years. We had nothing under Biden. In fact, if this was Joe that this happened to, like, he would not deport these people. But if he somehow sent 2 flights of illegal migrants back to Colombia and Colombia just said, no, take them back, Biden would have just said, yeah, we'll take them back. We'll get you whatever you want. We're sorry. We're embarrassed by this. He would have bent the knee immediately. But Trump is saying, no, here's a 25% tariff. What are you going to do about it? And honestly, what could Colombia do about it? Okay, does anyone really think that Colombia could stand up against the United States? Just honestly, does anyone really believe they can deal with this? A 25% tariff? That's not going to happen, which could potentially be a 50% tariff. They are going to get hammered. And their economy is going to crash, and the president of Colombia, if he was smart, would just bend the knee. Because even though he's a socialist and he's a radical, he should realize that this would cripple them. And it's not just the tariff, like I said, it's a travel ban, visa sanctions, enhanced border protection. It's just like, you cannot deal with the United States. You just cannot compete with them whatsoever, which is a good thing that we finally have someone like Trump back. He's not messing around this time. He's immediately going after them. And which I'm surprised about. I thought it would be a couple days and then he would threaten him. No, 25% tariff right now. Right now, there's a 25% tariff. You get 1 week before it's 50%. So hopefully this idiot realizes that, oh wait, this would cripple us. Maybe we should just take these migrants back. I just don't get why he played this game. Did he not realize that Trump was just going to put a 50% tariff on you? Even Vladimir Lenin and Zelensky, they realized that, oh, wait a minute, Trump isn't pissing around. Hey, maybe we should try to end this war in Ukraine. But this bozo thought, oh, nothing bad could happen. Let's go challenge Trump directly when he has nothing to lose. He has a mandate. He has his record high of popularity. What did he expect to happen? Did he really think that Trump was just going to say, oh, I'm sorry, we'll take these migrants back and here's $1 billion. If this was Biden, yeah. If this was Harris, it'd be 10 billion. But this is Trump. He's not going to bend the knee. He's just going to say, no, you're taking the migrants or else your country is going to get hammered and you're going to get crushed. You're not going to compete against us. You mathematically can't. It's over. Just take the migrants back. I'm hoping that this sends a clear message, which I think this is the main reason Trump is being this harsh with Colombia. He's trying to send a message. If you mess with the United States of America, you play games like this, you're going to deal with visa sanctions, a travel ban, 25% up to 50% tariffs, sanctions galore everywhere. You're going to get crippled. You're not going to survive. You're going to get economically crushed. This is a good thing. We've needed this for years. Now, will the Colombian president actually bend the knee? We shall see. But I am so glad that we can finally say after 4 years of Joe that we have a president that has a spine. That's not going to back down because, oh, someone sent a strongly worded letter like this bozo did. Just say, no, screw you. We're going to rip up that strongly worded tweet and put a 25% tariff on you right now. Your economy would get crippled. And I'm assuming that if any other country does the same stunt, it would probably be even worse because this is probably supposed to send a message. And if some other country looks at this and say, oh, he's not going to do that to us, he's probably going to say, okay, here's a 80% tariff. Here's a 100% tariff. What are you going to do about it? But we shall see what happens in the next couple of days. I would assume that this idiot does bend the knee. He decides, okay, you know what? We can't afford this. Just give Trump what he wants. Just take the migrants back. But who knows? This is a leftist in South America. I mean, this is a leftist president after all. So maybe he's not smart enough to realize that, but we shall see. Anyways, folks, thank you so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. Godspeed to all of you.